we're back.
We have a group of people on the show today. It's going to be a lot of talking.
We're gonna have, it's gonna be crazy. We have the nerds of the round.
Nerds of the round
on the show today.
Yes.
Yeah, we got my man Sebastian, we got Tony from down the hall, and we got Law on the show today. So that should be fun.
Yes.
These guys have a podcast called Nerds of the Round where they talk about all kinds of geek stuff. So that'll be fun. We're gonna be doing that tonight. And then we also have, the topic of the day of the week as we always do. We can tell the audience how the topic came up. You actually have a reason for this topic being brought up today, right? What do you got?
The reasons that we're here. So the reason why I brought that up is because I was thinking about Robert Garrett, who, rest in peace, passed away. Robert Garrett is a writer. And producer of indie comics, also owner of Exmo Studios. And he had a book called Galtao, and he had a lot of different stories. And so I remember traveling with him to conventions, and his biggest frustration was there were always portfolio reviews for artists, but there were never manuscript reviews for writers, or script reviews. And so when as a writer, when he would go and try to talk to an editor of a publication, whether it's Marvel, DC, or Mad Magazine or whatever, they weren't taking unsolicited stuff. And if they did, they just put it in a pile. But they weren't critiquing anything, and they weren't taking the time to invest in 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, to just engage that person, the writer. So it was very frustrating for him, and he was always, almost like walked away defeated, saying, So the question came to my mind was, why is it that there aren't manuscript reviews at cons? Why is it that we are just a visual-based medium? Mm-hmm. And why aren't we, and why is it so hard for a writer to break in than it is for an artist?
Well, fellas, what are some of the plans for the show? Do you guys have any ideas as to where you're going to take the show from here?
When we first started the show, it was all again about, like I said, the origins was when I started it. It was off of Geeks Unlimited. Law was one of the very first guests on this show.
First guest of the dark episode that we don't ever talk or show the world.
We hid that episode. It was bad.
So bad.
And I thank everybody at Geeks Unlimited because they're really building their brand. My boy Mike, Steven. And it's just like, it was one of those things I just had to take on the road. We tried different formats, and then Tony came along as the guest because I was like, yo, you want to come on? Law was the recurring guest, and eventually bumped up Tony to co-host. And then Law just was as always there. I was like, dude, you're the third man. That's it. And then just gelled. So I think from there we were just finding our format. But then now it's like we're getting to talk to more creatives.
So you guys have a very funny intro when you guys start up. And Tone, what's your name on the show?
Tone from across the hall. Because I literally live across the hall from Sebastian. There is no there's no pun, there's no fancy thing to it. It just kind of happened and it stuck.
I'm so mad that I don't live in Parkchester anymore. Like years ago, like 2009, I want to say, I lived in Parkchester for like a year. Bro, I wish I lived there now just for some of the shenanigans that these two get into. But I'm like, yo, I'm not even that far. I'm still in the Bronx, but I'm not that far. And I'm like, yo, why was I not there for it? Perfect example was Corona. Was it Corona St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah, Corona St. Patrick's Day.
If you guys have ever seen that video or we'll send you the link for it, it's so funny, man.
And so you guys are
nuts. It was just one of those moments, and it just spoke of its own. I was like, yo, you want to do this? He's like, yeah, let's do it. And we just that's it.
That's how you can do it because you're Tone from across the hall.
There. You're Tone from across the hall. That's hysterical, dude.
Yeah.
So when you guys record the podcast, though, are you guys usually? I mean, I guess you're in the same place, but now with the whole COVID thing, have you been able to do like Zoom or anything like that, or have you tried that kind of thing?
You so crazy. Who's the craziest? I'm so crazy. You so crazy. Who's the craziest?